Okay, now I am going to teach you that how you can clean your data inside Tableau. Okay, so what I am going to do here, I am going to connect to an Excel workbook. So I will click on this icon here, okay, from Tableau, and select Microsoft Excel here. Okay, and this will open here, this browse window. Okay, now I will click on this one, clean data. Okay, so double click on this clean data, and you can double click on it. As you can see that Tableau has displayed the data source page. Okay, and on the left hand side, as you can see here, you have sheet 1 here, and you also have sheet 1 table 1. Okay, so this data is available here. Now I am going to grab sheet 1 from here and drop it here in this here area. Okay, now here you will see the preview of your table. Okay, and you can also see that from the data that I have a column name called combined tables. Okay, and I also have f2, f3, f4, f5, f6 and so on. Okay, and we also have null values as well. Okay, so if you will look at this data, it appears that it is not being well formatted. Okay, let's see here in this Excel. Okay, so if you try to see the data here, you will be able to see that here in this combined table heading, okay, which is written here. Okay, and when this data is brought in into the Tableau, okay, what happened, what Tableau is going to do, it is going to look at this combined table, and it is going to look at it, and it is going to see as a column. Okay, instead of it as a header file, it is going to take it as a column name here. So that is a problem here, and this second will become the row. The second will become the row here. Okay, so combined table has been taken as a column here. Okay, that is what I was trying to mention here, and you have these null values like this below this combined table. Okay, so combined table is treated as a column here, and the other labels are f2, f3, f4. That is why. Okay, so that is the problem here. Now how can you deal with this problem? The first thing we can do is to delete this first row. Okay, that is the first thing we can do. We can delete this row here, combined table. Okay, and if you will remove this, then the Tableau will not be confused anymore, and then the remaining second row will be considered as a column header here. That is what will happen. That is first option. Now what is the second option? The second option is to make the changes inside the Tableau. Okay, that is the other thing you can do here using with the help of data interpreter. See in this left area, see this use data interpreter section. Okay, and use data interpreter might be able to clean your Microsoft Excel workbook. Okay, so you will be able to use this tool. Okay, if you want to clean your data inside your Tableau. Okay, that is what you can do. So simply click on this one. You can click on this one and see it is going loading, and the data interpreter has cleaned your data. See, that is what you can do. That is what you can do. You can review the result as well. You can click on this review the result, and it will you will click on this and see Excel workbook will be open for you, and here you will be able to see that what are the changes are being made by the Tableau. Okay, and what other changes has been made. Okay, that is what you can see here in the sheet 1. You will be able to see the data that has been cleaned here. Okay, so what I will do, I will close this workbook, and if you try to see here, if I remove this checkbox again, you will be able to see that the unformatted data will appear again. Okay, that is what will happen if you remove the data interpreter here. Okay, now if you go to now if you try to see here that you will have sheet 1 table 1. Okay, and sheet 1 table 1 has the data, but the header has been excluded here there. Okay, so the clean data is available in sheet 1 table 1, which is cleaned by data interpreter. Okay, so if you try to sheet 1 and bring back here, and if I drag this one here, sheet 1 table 1. Okay, you will be able to see here the preview of the data which has been cleaned. Okay, so automatically the Tableau has already done the cleaning for you. Okay, so that is what you can do. So that is how you can clean your data with the help of this data interpreter feature which is available in your Tableau. Okay, now if you try to see here in this area that this our data is available, okay, which we have already loaded a lot. Okay, customer different names, join names, and sample data, sheet 1 and sheet 1 table 1 clean data. Okay, this is all the data sources which we have loaded in our Tableau here. Okay, so what we are going to do here, in the below area you will be able to see all the columns of those tables here. Okay, that is what you can see all the tables here. Okay, in this area. So what I am going to do here, we are going to create a new worksheet so that we can create some new visualizations here. Okay, so for the data which we have already collected. So here what you can do, you can click on this plus icon, and it will open a new sheet for you. And this is how you can create a new sheet number 4. And we are going to create a visualization using some of the fields from this table. Okay, so the first field I am going to use is product name. Okay, so let's drag product name into this rows area. Okay, in this rows area I will drag a product name here. Okay, so now you have all the data of the product name. Okay, all the data is available. Okay, the next field I want is, let's say, sales region. Okay, product name based on sales region. So I will add it, let's say, here in the columns section. So on the column section you will have the all the products name. Okay, so now I have a grid here. Okay, if you try to see here, where product name is the row heading and the sales region is the column heading. Okay, so that is what is available here. Now if you try to see in this area, you can click on this show me icons to remove that file, to remove that section from right hand side. Okay, now what we are going to do, let's take one more field here. So I will use, let's say, order total. Okay, so order total is basically the total value of each order. So if you drag it simply here in this center area, okay, if you simply drag it from there and you leave it here, so what you will see, the sum of order total. Okay, according to sales region and according to product name. Okay, that is what you can do. Now you can reorganize your data as well by moving the fields around. Okay, on my in these cells you can move around the values as well. Okay, so for example, let's say I want to remove, let's say sales region I want from here to, let's say, in the rows area. Let's say that is what I want. Okay, so you can write it here, so it will appear like this. See, now you have two kind of rows. First is your sales region, first is your product name, and the other one is sales region. So for each product name the sales region is given, and for each sales region the sum of product total is given. That is what you can do as well. Okay, if I, let's say, want to change let's say the order of these two fields, so you can simply drag it product name behind sales region. Okay, that is what you can do, and the opposite will happen. Now first we have sales region. Inside the sales region, let's say central east, all the products name are given, and according to product names all these values are given. Okay, so that is what you can do as well. This is also possible here. Okay, that is how you can organize your data around as well. Okay, to understand it more properly here.